Part 6. So he sat beside his sleeping wife, and he listened to the ticking that was not in the walls, and he thought, someday soon, maybe this fall, maybe this winter, I will be back in this room with her. It had the feel not of speculation, but of prophecy, and he leaned over and put his hands over the white sheet that covered his wife's breast. He didn't want to cry again, but he did a little anyway. That ticking's so loud and steady. I'd like to get a hold of what's making that sound, he thought. I'd stab it until it was so many pieces scattered across the floor. With God as my witness, I would. He fell asleep in his chair a little after midnight, and when he woke the next morning the air was cooler than it had been in weeks, and Caroline was wide awake, coherent, and bright-eyed. She seemed in fact hardly to be sick at all. Ralph took her home and began the not inconsiderable job of making her last months as comfortable as possible. It wasn't a long while before he thought of Ed Deepno again. Even after he began to see the bruises on Helen Deepno's face, it was a long time before he thought of Ed again. As summer became fall, and as that fall darkened down to Caroline's final winter, Ralph's thoughts were occupied more and more by the death watch, which seemed to tick louder and louder even as it slowed down. But he had no trouble sleeping. That came later. What?